friggin' Tuesday night.
I'm done. Honestly, I'm done. I don't care. They don't deserve good comics.
No, I mean, there's not like anybody watches this crap anyway. I mean, God, these people, they don't deserve, you know, our time and knowledge and precise, you know, ability to pick the best
Not
comics.
to mention the visual candy that is our faces.
I know, it's true. We should get paid for this. Wait, is that on? Oh, is that on?
Jeez.
Hey, everybody!
Hey, welcome to another loving, appreciative segment of Zanadu Comics Recommendations.
Everybody watches and is great. I know, we
love you all!
Yeah, it's awesome. Oh god. Okay, what are we gonna talk about first here? I don't know. There's too much stuff this week. There's punk Jesuses and giant Godzillas and
there's a couple endings over here. A couple sad endings.
Yeah. Let's go. We'll start with a little bit of horror, a little bit of Abe Sapien, the start of the new ongoing series. Or so it says, depending on where you look. It may be an ongoing series of miniseries.
Just about every source says it differently, but that's part of the fun, right?
Cool. Yeah. Abe Sapien's one of my favorite characters from Hellboy. This is art by Sebastian Fiumara, who is Max Fiumara's brother. Who I guess BPRD is just trying to add to the brother duo art teams. You know, you got Fabio Moon, Gabriel Ba, Sebastian Fiumara's. I don't know, but it's cool. It's gritty. It's nice. It's dark. And, you know, it's Abe Sapien.
Yeah, it's more Abe Sapien. Everyone loves Abe Sapien.
Abe Sapien.
He's everyone's favorite supporting character from BPRD after Roger the Munculus,
because Roger's the shit,
yeah. And from Image this week, we have the last issue of Glory. Joe Keating and Ross Campbell's hit reinvigoration of the Image Comics series from, like 1992 or 3 or 4 or maybe sometime before
those
I was
hazy
born.
back days. And
it all kind of blurs together for everyone. But this has been just one of the most successful revivals of any comic in the last 10 years. Like, it came along with Prophet, which we've been over and over and over.
There's
about
even a
how
nod
much we
to
love
Prophet in there.
Ooh.
It's a little Prophet nod.
And a large portion of it has been due to A, Joe Keating's handling of the characters and taking them from being something other than just a Wonder Woman ripoff, and B, Ross Campbell's art. His monsters are the best monsters.
Yes. His women are huge. There's
his hair is
ripping
huge.
Offs of arms.
Everything is huge.
Yes. Big. Big, big, big. And continuing the theme of big, Walt Simonson. Look at the size of the Hulk. My favorite part about this cover, he didn't draw the stupid armor. Because Walt Simonson was like, that armor's stupid, and he just didn't draw it in there. And he could do that because he's Walt Simonson. And look, I mean,
he didn't even give him pants.
No, he didn't even give him pants. He is naked on this cover. You just can't see it because Thor's hammer is so big. But yeah, it's got Thor versus Hulk, all by Walt Simonson. Giant, burly, huge, green, gamma-radiated awesomeness. Yeah, big, giant.
And Thor.
And Thor. You know, I mean...
Old school Thor, too. Like actual Simonson era Thor.
Yeah, like Simonson Thor. Oh. Alright, so you got some stupid armor at the end, but whatever. You know.
It's the cover that counts, right?
It's the cover that counts, absolutely.
Alright, and from DC here this week, issue 19 of Detective Comics, which is actually in disguise issue 900. Ooh!
WTF! WTF!
This is, it's an 80-page special. There's 5 stories in here, 4 of which written by John Layman, of course, of Chew, who has been having this totally awesome run of Detective Comics. It's been really fun. Like, he's had a lot of goofball villains introduced. There's Mr. Combustible, who has his own story in here.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's awesome. He's this, like, super dapper dude whose head is just, like, a big ball of combustible liquids. It's awesome. Come on, they're Batman villains.
Right.
Everyone's gotta have a weird face there.
I guess so.
But there's an army of man-bats, 5 stories, a host of great artists. Andy Clark has an awesome looking story in there.
Yeah.
And it's a gatefold cover. We love gimmicks.
Gimmicks. All of DC this week has gatefold
this
covers.
Month.
Or this month.
This whole month.
Yes. Whole WTF month, so, you know. We got a second print of Sex, #1, from Image Comics back in this week. Joe Casey's new continuation of the themes that he put forth in Butcher Baker, except with more sex. obviously.
Which, you know, is kind of hard to top Butcher Baker on that
Butcher
front.
Baker might as well have been a porno, you know, with some violence on
Well,
top
I had
of
the
it.
stash right.
Oh, I did have the stash right, yeah.
And out of Marvel here, also, we've got the first issue of Thanos Rising, which is Jason Aaron, Simone Bianchi, who is an amazing fantasy illustrator. Did a great run on Thor miniseries a year or two back. He, of course, had his Wolverine stories with Jeff Loeb.
Yeah.
And this is them taking on the origin of Jim Starlin's Mad Titan Thanos, who will, of course, be a villain in some upcoming Marvel movie, seeing his appearance at the end of the Avengers.
He might play a part.
But it's got a great sort of Ender's Game feel to it here with this this little kid he's a total freak. He's big and purple, and he has a Skrull chin. No one likes Skrull chins. No one trusts you like that.
No. They needed somebody to counteract the Kid Loki. So I want to see people, instead of cosplaying Kid Loki, I want to see some Skrull chins.
No, they won't do that because
Thanos.
Kid Loki Kid Thanos isn't pretty and adorable.
No.
And he doesn't grow up to be Tom Hiddleston. The internet loves Tom Hiddleston. Apparently.
I guess. And also this week is Popeye, number 12 by Roger Langridge. This has been a great fun romp through Roger Langridge's just uncanny ability to please all ages and really bring back the feel of Popeye and just kind of the goofiness inherent of it, and even Sparkplug, which is his faithful horse here, or I guess that's a cow, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, but he gets his hoof red. It's very weird. And there's Barney Google, who's a very, very popular 1930s newspaper strip character, and they even made a song about him.
Barney Google with googly eyes. Barney Google thought his horse could win the prize. When the horses ran that way, Sparkplug ran the other way. Barney Google with googly eyes.
That was the song.
Oh my.
Yes. It was very good. Thank you, Howard.
What else we got here? Ooh, Deadpool number 7 from Marvel here. This is the first story outside of the first 6-issue story arc of Deadpool, written by Brian Posehn and Jerry Duggan, and it's got art by Scott Koblish, who is a Marvel mainstay for a long,
I can't even remember what he
long
did.
time.
Like-
His name is everywhere. He's one of those people.
Oh, he's an inker, too.
Inker.
He inks a lot of stuff. That's what it is.
But it's got Deadpool. I don't know if he's time traveling back or how he
It's
gets
like
there.
some
but
70s shit. I don't know.
he's hanging out with Demon in a Bottle era Tony Stark, and let's just say it's a delicate situation, not made any better by Deadpool's presence.
No.
But it's amazing. The first page has J. Jonah Jameson yelling at the entire Daily Bugle staff about how their hair looks.
Yeah, and it's got really nice, like, old school coloring, which makes it look very cool, and it's just got a real, like, he's wearing a sweatband for half the friggin' issue, and
He has big pirate boots on.
yeah,
It's great.
it's very cool. Finally collected this week the very, very popular miniseries from this past year, Punk Rock Jesus by Sean Murphy, published by Vertigo. This is definitely one of the best things to come out of Vertigo in the last year or so. Don't let the title put you off. It's kind of a goofy title, but it's actually really, really well done, and for as good as Sean Murphy is an artist, he's a really good writer. You know, I was really surprised reading this how well he managed to string along kind of his own problems with, you know, Christianity and religion in general, and how it's viewed, you know, by the public, all that stuff. And basically, a reality TV show clones the son of Jesus and kind of does like a Truman Show thing with them. Things obviously go wrong, especially when the kid hits adolescence.
Yeah.
You know, and there's this badass IRA bodyguard who has a super cool motorcycle that Jim Lee from, you know, drawing Batman in the 90s would have been very jealous of. But Sean Murphy, it's all pen and ink, very little computer, brilliant, brilliant black and white, very energetic, very fun.
Wonderful paper that's printed on, too.
Yeah.
Probably the best smelling comic of the week.
Yeah, nope, smell it. Yep. Giving this the
Certified
best.
fresh.
Yeah, fresh. Good smelling.
Right. And DC, from their main imprint here, has Earth 2, number 11. And this is significant not just for the introduction of Dr. Fate into the New 52, but also as the WTF Gatefold Covers shows Mr. Miracle. Woo-hoo-hoo. We all love the new gods, don't
That's
we?
right.
Let's just hope they don't mess it up.
Orion was getting lonely.
Oh, with Wonder Woman he's not.
He's slapping his ass and shit. Gundam. A word, a genre, legacy that is Gundam. Giant robot anime would be nothing without Gundam, and this is a retelling of the original stories by one of the original creators, Yoshikazu Yasuhiko, and it's a nice hardcover of the first series here, and this is just, if you're really aching for some old school 80s big robot action that, you know, it doesn't have to be more than that, Grig space adventure, you know, all sorts of fun stuff, this is it. You know, $30, nice hardcover, and while it may be new, it's just total 80s, you know, it's really got the vibe of that old school lightsabery, you know, I mean, it's Gundam.
It's really pulled off masterfully.
Yeah, it is.
And there's some beautiful painted pages.
Yeah, the painted
scattered
pages are
throughout
great.
it.
They're super badass. But yeah, get your Gundam on, for sure.
Right, what else we got here? Oh ho ho. Oh ho ho. Oh ho. And this.
Finally.
We didn't even know this was happening this week.
No.
This is a surprise to us too.
Yeah, we forgot.
Got issue 5 of Godzilla Half-Century War.
Gojira!
This is the one we've been waiting for. King Ghidorah.
Yes! Yes! Not the rapper, either.
Unfortunately. Although you can listen to his album
Right,
on here.
while watching.
While you're reading it.
Yeah.
Watching, reading, listening. It's all the same.
Godzilla, Stoko, we don't need to say anything more.
Sadly, it is the last issue,
Yeah. And then from local artist James the Stanton, who does Nartoons, this is Pizza Nerth. And we all know how much everybody loves pizza. And this man took pizza, mixed it with radical dinosaurs, not normal dinosaurs, but radical friggin' dinosaurs who communicate through pizza. They are servants of the slice. And oh my god, they all have sweet shades.
They all have backwards
They all got
snapbacks.
backwards hats. And this other kind of dinosaur monster comes and shares like tripped out mushroom pizza with them.
Well, he's getting depressed about his existence as the star of a comic book about brunch, so he goes and eats some pizza.
That's right, and his pizza levels extend to the point where he can actually decipher the dinosaurs' talk, because did you know that dinosaur voices actually sound like wicked guitar solos?
I did not.
That's what they sound like. So thank you,
The world
James
makes
the
so much
Stanton,
more sense now.
for making pizza dinosaurs. It's amazing. And this last book, it's big,
Ooh,
it's trippy, it's swinging 60s psychedelia from France.
French.
Adventures of Jodelle. This is, so it says on the inside front cover, the first adult comic book. I guess that's true. I mean, I don't know if they would lie. But the drawings are by Guy Pilliart and text by Pierre Bartier. And this is, it looks like if kind of Mobius and Janet Leigh made a weird porno comic together that was actually a really intelligent version of Austin Powers. You know, it's like a really intelligent spoof, and it's got some weird kind of futuristic Roman designs and some really cool root beer, like float stands and all sorts of strange nudity, and there's a big 80-page kind of thing in the back about why this is terribly important. But yeah, this is Fantagraphics.
It's the kind of stuff that Lichtenstein wishes he was ripping off.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, this is, I think this is like $40 or so.
Yeah, 45.
45, but it's totally worth it. It's totally weird. It's very unique, and it's super sexy. Super sexy.
Super.
Super. And
Close it off with the cover of the week.
here you are, Mr. Cover of the Week holder.
Yes, this is, you'll notice it's another of the DC's WTF month gatefold covers.
Dun dun dun.
Ooh, Dial H with What the Flash?
Oh. I mean, it's not quite big-headed.
Oh,
You
not.
know, Ross Andrew
We
Flash.
can only hope to reach the levels of greatness of Big
Yeah,
Head Flash.
but, you know,
Fat Flash is just as
by
good.
Brian Boland works too. So cool, and we will leave you with the Fat Flash and the radical pizza dinosaurs. That's the one thing, if you can come away with this week,
Pizza is the answer to all your problems.
Pizza is the answer. So go home, watch some Turtles, and eat some pizza. We'll see you next week.